So hello there, I'm gonna make a quick video about how to put animated OBJ models into the BBS mod. We'll need the model. Here I have a Roblox default model already downloaded. Then we need a Blockbench and Blender. So the procedure is basically, first let's try importing the model so it had even no animations. So first one, I'm gonna delete the cube. Then here I have already downloaded the model, so I'm going to extract it over here. Let's see what we have here. So we have another zip file here. So I'm gonna unzip it, then copy the path, import gltf, and then here import it over here. I see it's importing. Yeah. Well, the guy is over here, but it seems like to be transformed in a really weird way. So first I'm gonna do is I'm going to press F3 and then I'm gonna think origin point. No, first gonna close this one. Set origin. Origin to the cursor to the center mass. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the bottom part over here. I'm gonna move the cursor to selected. And now I'm going to use that set origin point to the 3D cursor. Now I'm going to move the location so it would be, oh, wait, what? Oh. That doesn't look good. Can we move it over here? No, outside. Now. Okay. Object, relationship, so. Well, now it looks correct, but we need to, so basically I don't need all of that stuff. So I'm gonna rotate it on the x-axis. Wait, so it's supposed to point in this direction. So where we have, I think he has to look this direction. 90. But can I see the texture? Whoa. Looks like it froze. Just fast forward until it doesn't stuck. Holy. Okay. So yes, the face is pointing this direction, so I need to rotate it on the same way. You see this, the legs are occupying 2 blocks, so I think it's too huge. Let's try making it smaller. I think if I'm gonna add a new cube, I'm gonna, okay, let's see. So this is about, so the height is 1 block tall. So I think if I want him to be like the player size, I think that this is the perfect size. You can see the cube is 2 by 2 by 2. So if I move it like this way, oh, it's even bigger. So yeah, I think this is a good size. I'm gonna delete it. And then we create a new folder in models. I'm gonna call it Roblox guy. And here, so I'm gonna copy the path, export OBJ, the path, and I'm just gonna call it model.obj. You don't need materials here because there's only one texture. So I'm gonna export the OBJ, and then in that folder where it was over here, so let's see, textures, I'm gonna take this texture, I'm going to copy it into the Roblox guy, and now we should have it appear. Okay, I'm gonna reload those models. As you can see, it it works, but it doesn't animate like a player model. So what we do is we need to set up pivot points first, the rotation points. How it's done is basically you go into Blockbench, you create a new model, generic one, specifically. Then you take and import that OBJ file. So right here. So now we can set up the pivot points. So first, I'm going to create a new anchor, which is going to be the main point. Basically, it's going to be the useful point that we can use to animate the entire thing. It's not necessary, but I would advise to use it. So I think it should be somewhere in the middle, so like 16. Then we have to set up the points for head, for body, and all the stuff. So what I'm going to do is make another group here. So this is going to be left leg. I'm always, I think, setting up the points from the behind. So for me, the left is over here. So I'm going to take and move it something like that. It appears to be correct, more or less. I'm going to duplicate and call it right leg. The names have to be specifically like this, because the way it works in the, where it was, over here, it has the way we're gonna make it animatable is through a procedural flag in BBS mode, which requires specific names of the limbs. All right. So yeah, left leg, right leg, then duplicate again. This is gonna be for arms. I think maybe a little bit lower. And something like that, I think looks good. Maybe just a tiny bit upward. Okay, and this is right arm. For right arm, we also need, we don't need, but it would be preferable, right arm item group, which is going to be basically where the item would be. Let's see where, so it's 11. L1's here as well. Now duplicate it. Left and left. Whoa. And then move these guys on the opposite. So negative and negative. And then we need to do the same thing with head and torso. So again, another one around over here is going to be where the head is. So that's head. And then, no, not here. Torso, it's for the body itself. Torso over, yeah, it's in the same place. I also like whenever you have, basically what I'm gonna do is gonna put low body. And then I'm gonna move the arms and the head inside of it. This is good because this way I can have another point at 11, which basically allows me to rotate basically from the bottom. Now we have everything. Now we can remove the mesh. Wait, delete. And we need only these guys. So we need only the groups because this model is gonna only have the pivot points. So model.obj, well, .bb model, and now I export it as a BBS model through the plugin. We don't have animation, so only that model.bbs just only is. Now going back in Blender, we have to separate this guy into separate parts. So for the purposes of connecting the meshes to the pivot points. So I'm gonna press L to select linked, and then I'm gonna P to separate by selection. Doing the same thing here. For that's gonna be the torso, it's gonna be the left arm, it's gonna be the right arm. Wait, is that the same thing? Ooh. Wait a second. Seems like there's some issues over here. Yeah, the bottom part is not connected, so I'm gonna probably go into wireframe and select here as well. No, that's... So yeah, this is torso. Now, these parts, I don't know why they're not connected, but yes. Now, so this is left arm. How do we have everything here? Oh, it seems like some parts were. So yeah, the head has also the bottom of the feet, of the legs. And now we have, oh, what's inside? Wow, the face. Okay, I think I made a little bit of mess, but let's see. So, whoa, what's that? We have one more piece of leg that became part of the head. Wait, no. Selection. So now I think now we have fully the head. I can join together by Control J. Now I can call it head here, and also in the object itself. Where is it? Data head. It has to be named both over here. So this is torso, and over here as well. Then this is from behind left arm, and same thing I'm doing right here. And right arm, same thing. So yes, we have to join these parts. Control J, they're joined together. This is right arm, right leg. Same here over here. Control J, left leg. What the hell is that though? Wait. Left leg? What are you though? Doesn't seem like it has anything, so it's an empty object, so we can just remove it. Now we have all of these guys separated into different meshes, which we can now export again as a OBJ file. Again, OBJ, no materials, export. So now, it seems like nothing much, but now we have pivot points that can be rotated. And as I said about lower body, now the entire lower part can be rotated, which is really useful. Okay, but it's still not animated. You can animate it separately now in the film editor, but it's not movable. So what we gotta do, since I have everything here selected, like configured correctly, you see I have left leg, left arm, right arm, torso, and anchor. And let's see, we have all of these guys here as well, correctly named. All we have to do is, oh, it's the wrong one. All we have to do is to create a new file called config.json, open it, add here, oh, that's fancy. It's called yeah, this word, procedural, and save. Now, ta-da! It works. There is no sneaking, and the items held in the arm don't appear. So this is fixable again. So what we gotta do is we take the model. So first I'm gonna do with sneaking pose. I'm gonna move parts. So let's see. So that it would appear like a sneaking pose. Something like that. This appears sneaky for me, maybe. Yeah. Maybe move a little bit forward. Wait, so this is this. And here as well. Now I copy the pose, go back here, and then type in sneaking pose, and then just paste. This can be removed, but it doesn't really affect. So now, whenever I sneak, now there is a sneaking pose. Now for the items, The reason why we added a right arm and left arm item is because this way we can configure over here which groups to use. I think it's called, let's see, in the wiki. So it was items main. It was left arm item. And the same thing with right. I think it was items off. Now, wait. Uh-oh. So the main is for right, and the left is for left. So now, my character is, let's see, sword. Can, what's it called? Have items. He can basically have animations, sneak, and appear is exactly like Minecraft. In addition to that, we can also set up armor. But honestly, I don't remember how it's done. I have to look it up how... Well, let's try to attempt doing that. I think I'm gonna look up the code quickly. And let's see if I can figure out how does it work like. Probably not gonna end up, what's called, editing this video. More type, armor slots. So the way it goes, you have to define armor slots, then set up an object. Then let's say, so head, I think, right? No. So let's say armor type is helmet. And then here, group, head, and then transform. Probably just like that. Let's see. If I put on the helmet. Yeah, yes, it works. I think I have to scale it a bit. So 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. Looks good to me. I think the diamond armor probably suffices better. I really don't like this kind of armor. Oh boy, he cannot even see. Poor fella. Then for... Did I really not document the armor slots? I did not. I probably should. So slot, armor type. Then we have... Let's see. Then we do... Next one is chest, and it's torso. It appears like it does works, but I think the scale is unnecessary. No, it's necessary, but it has to be bigger. So 1.1, 1.1, and 1.1. I think I would just make it a little bit more wider. Probably it's good to set it up in this way, so that you could directly see. Yes, looks good. Then after chest, it comes leggings. It should be the same. All right, and maybe the height doesn't have to be scaled like this. Then we have left arm. So it'd be shoulder pad or something like that. Left arm, and then left arm. It's a bit too big. Maybe just one will suffice. It's a little bit to the side, so maybe I should transform it a bit. Not transform, but translate. Let's see. Negative 0.5. Too much. Perfect. Then I can do probably the same thing, but for the right arm. Right arm, and then hey, looks good. I like it. Can take probably right arm, and it has to be right leg. Right leg. Right leg is too small. We gotta scale it. I think I'll just do it on the X and Z axis. It's not big enough as well. And probably there is no need for translation. Looks good. Oh wait, no. There is no. It has to be no. What's called stretch vertically because there's gonna be also the boots. I think this. I think I'll make it a little bit more. Yeah. Right leg. Left leg. All right, and then the same thing we do with boots. So it's left, right boot, and the left boot. What? What a handsome lad. So yeah, that's basically it for for how you set up the models. I hope it was useful, and I'll probably publish the model on the BBS mods Discord server in the community assets. Of course, with the attribution to the original model. So yeah, that's about it. Bye!